Okay. Go ahead.
You can hear me clearly?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, here I go. FBI, this is Mr. Tillory. I'm still in jail down here. I'm at the George Navy Detention Center. My inmate number is 19752803. I'm in here under false pretenses and fraud by a fraudulent evaluation by the court and the public defender, as well as the district attorney, but that's another ploy. What I want to tell you is, you asked, why don't I get another attorney? Well, the point is they won't appoint me another attorney, and I'll tell you why. The answers are that the Breckenridge Property Fund 2016 LLC used falsified and forged loan documents and employed the California Superior Court Judge Creep to launder my stolen real estate home residence and give the appearance that Breckenridge Property Fund 2016 LLC has legal ownership of my residence, Tillory's residence. They used a fraudulent, unlawful detainer lawsuit to commit the court fraud. By taking my home, they stole any substantial financial resource I could use to pay for a hired attorney. And that forced me into using a government public defender who was presenting a fraud defense case, false representation and misrepresentation. It is not my true defense case. The public defender is helping the court judge, the Breckenridge Property Fund court fraud, and the sheriff and police fraudulent seizure of my home and false pretense arrest and charges against me now, along with the district attorney's court fraud, using the illegal deed that Breckenridge Property Fund has as their witness to cover up for their crimes. The California Superior Court judges are and will not remove their court-appointed attorney, public defender, from doing his fraud defense of this case, because the court is using the public defender to cover up for the court judge, the district attorney, the sheriff, police, and the city attorney's court fraud crimes that are in connection to the Breckenridge Property Fund and Judge Creek's court fraud. It's an entrapment. Also, the illegal possession of guns and ammunition charges that the district attorney is using in this case are unlawfully created by the San Diego police, district attorney, and public defenders, and the court judge, crimes that they committed in a prior 2007-2008 conviction sentencing of me. I have proof of that, and proof that the trial and case appeal was intentionally, fraudulently falsified and damaged by them, with proof that the district attorney used false witnesses fraud to prejudice the jury into convicting me, and the then public defender, who was of the primary public defender's office, then did a fraudulent false representation, misrepresentation defense case and concealed the police and district attorney's fraud crimes and misconduct to help them get their wrongful conviction sentencing impositions, and the district attorney is continuing their 2007-2008 crime by using those charges made by those crimes. In this case, Judge Link ruled that the prior 2007-2008 case appeal must be attacked by me, the defendant, because the district attorney is alleged by me to be illegally using charges from that conviction sentencing unlawfully. And the public defender conflict of interest exists, preventing the public defender, the primary public defender, from defending me in this case. So Judge Link took him off with evidence and new evidence from me to prove it. The attorney, public defender, was appointed by Judge Link. The alternate, rather, public defender was appointed by Judge Link for the purpose of opening that case so I could prove my allegations that they committed those crimes and those charges should not be used. But the public defenders are helping the police, the district attorney, and the primary public defenders and California Superior Court to keep their crimes from being revealed in this case, so they can continue their crimes and use their unlawful gun ammunition charges to get a false conviction of me again. The district attorney is charging me with a criminal threat against law enforcement and Breckenridge Property Fund and a threat to society. That's not true, and it is caused by the Breckenridge Property Fund and Judge Creek's court fraud using the district attorney, sheriff, and the police to entrap me and force the theft and laundering court fraud crimes on me. The California Superior Court judges are now allowing their court-appointed public defender to set up his fraudulent, false representation, misrepresentation defense case to omit and conceal my defense document evidence and witness testimony that directly connects their alleged charged letter threat to the court fraud crimes. So they are working the court-appointed public defender to help the court and cover up for Judge Creek's laundering and unlawful deployment of district attorney, sheriff, police, city attorney to my home residence to hide the government agencies and the officers' unlawfulness and or their guilt, and otherwise frame me for crimes that I did not do, and also to falsely convict me under color of law. Again, those entrapments is why I don't have a changed attorney for this case. The DA's misconduct use of my letter as a criminal threat, making me a complainant, making me an adversary, using that criminal threat letter allows me to prove the Breckenridge Property Fund, judge, district attorney, sheriff, police, city attorney fraud. Just for them even using that letter, it should allow me to open that case and prove that. So that's a pattern of misconduct. The public defender is creating a setup of defense setup and an insufficiency of evidence to damage the defense case and the defense case appeal after getting their unjust and wrongful conviction again. So the public defender is doing that. But the point of the fact that by them using these charges, Judge Link was right. They tried to contest that in a Marsden hearing, that they should be able to continue, but Judge Link agreed with me that if the district attorney is using charges like that and the public defender is involved in it, that they must open that case so that I can attack those charges. They're trying to cover that up. The ultimate public defender, they're both the public defender's office, it's just a primary defendant, primary defender and the ultimate defender, but they're covering up for each other. As well as by them using that letter, it should automatically allow me to connect it to the court fraud that did all of this and undo all of this. They're covering all this up. And these people are committing crimes, and now they got me in jail trying to say that I'm crazy. They've already got me in jail, and they have said that. I'm here now under a fraudulent evaluation by a doctor who made a fraudulent evaluation for them. Now the district attorney has challenged that and said that I'm not incompetent. However, we're still in that process. I've been in here now for about 4 months, and it's going to be 6 months before they finally settle this out, where they're delaying the case, doing all these things to silence me and shut me up. So we need your help, and we need it like yesterday. Somebody has got to stop these guys from committing these crimes. And the thing is, if you're telling me to go back down to the court, and the court is involved in the cover-up, and they're a state court. Only the federal agency can do this, and that means the Department, Department of Justice and the FBI are going to have to step in and man up and deal with the crimes that they're committing here in this case. And otherwise, they're going to put a false conviction on me. And once they got me in jail, I will never get out of jail, and I will never get my justice. And so while the opportunity exists, someone needs to step in and decide. Okay? All right. Okay, now.